Good afternoon, everybody. Russ thought it might be a wonderful idea for me to demonstrate how to clean your effluent filter. So that is what I'm going to do. What a lovely job for my husband to want me to do. As you can see in the background, he is burning. So we have a day free here in between jobs. So we're just kind of getting some stuff done around the house. So our personal effluent filter actually needs to be cleaned. So we had it done about a year ago. We do it once a year, every 6 months to a year, until you kind of get into a pattern of knowing when it needs to be done is kind of the general idea as to what to do. So just in case you are unaware, this is a brand new, clean effluent filter. This is just one version. There are different versions of it. But this pipe here will attach to your outlet. So the effluent filter is always under the lid that is closest to the bed, not closest to the house. So it's usually the second, underneath the second lid, attached to the outlet pipe. So the purpose of the effluent filter is to pull this out, which this part is the filter, and it will just trap any solids or thicker material from going out into your bed. As Russ likes to call it, it is a bed saver. So anyways, it's very simple. There is a little arrow on the top of this particular one that says outlet. So you just want the arrow pointing in the direction of the pipe to make sure that it's in the correct way. So all I'm going to do is take ours out from underneath the lid and give it a rinse off with the hose and put it back in. So quite simple. In all reality, I'm going to put on my gloves, up to you as to what you want to do, and then I have my hex head ready to complete undoing the lid. I did undo the majority of the screws just to make my life easier and so that you didn't have to watch, but so I'll get my gloves on and then I'll undo the remaining screw and we will take a peek. I'll show you what it looks like inside the tank. A lot of times our customers will think because it's full it needs to be pumped, but as much as we encourage you to pump, at the same time we discourage from pumping too often. You don't want to pump too often because otherwise the organisms and bacteria and stuff that are in there, they're not going to be able to do their job because they're going to be sucked away. So then they're not going to be able to do their job and your tank isn't going to be treating that wastewater as we would like to see it being treated. So I'll just undo this remaining screw here. Make sure you are in reverse and don't mind our friendly cat Kinley. So that was just the one screw that I had to take off. So I'll just take you over and show you in our tank. Kinley wants to have a look too. Hopefully he doesn't jump in. But there you can see our effluent filter surrounded by all that yummy stuff. It is really not a pleasant sight to look at. However, it is mostly liquid, which is what we want to see in the second chamber of the tank. And so anyways, that it looks like it is all doing the right job. Just trying to get it positioned there again. So I'm just going to take that effluent filter out. I'll take it over to the hose and rinse it off and kind of show you what it's going to look like, as nasty as that is, just so you have an idea. So there's not too much on this one this time around, but we're still going to give it a rinse off, and then we'll just leave it for another year, and then we'll do it again in a year. Sometimes you will find that they're quite clogged, or oftentimes customers aren't told about their effluent filter and don't even know that there's something there for them to have to rinse off in the first place. So I'm just going to put you on pause. I'm going to run over to the hose, rinse it off, and then I will be right back. Okay, so I'm just going to turn on the hose, get that rinsed off. Again, kind of a nasty job. I recommend wearing your gloves because it sometimes needs a little bit of help to get things moving. You want to make sure to get in these grooves. It kind of has lots of spots to trap everything. And there we go, pretty much good as new. I mean, it's got a little bit left on it, but far from being clogged. So now we will just put it back into the tank and re-secure the lid. Okay, all ready to put the effluent filter back in. Just a reminder, you want the outlet to be facing out toward the bed. Our bed is out here, so the direction of the pipe goes out toward the bed. So that's the way we want to insert it. It will really only go in one way because these little rivets here do go into a slot also. And that's it. So then we just put our lid back on and away we go. So it really is very, very simple. If you don't have risers and lids on your tank already, I highly suggest them. Ours are nice and flat so that I can, or we can cut the grass right over top of them. It just makes our life a lot easier. No weed eating around them, and we don't have to dig them out every time we want to clean the filter, or every time our tank or our septic tank needs pumped. So anyways, very handy to have if you don't have them already. Definitely a worthwhile investment into your back. Yeah, anyways, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to either Russ or myself, and we would be happy to help you. Aside from that, that is it for today. Take care, guys.